Hi friends, let's learn about access modifiers in Java. Access modifiers in Java are keywords used to specify the accessibility or visibility of classes, methods and variables in a Java program. There are four access modifiers in Java: public, protected, default and private. Now let's understand about public access modifier. Let's see an example of public access modifier. I have created one class with name PB here. Let's create method display in that class. Public void display. This is our method body. Let's print a message public access modifier in this method. Let's pass the argument public access modifier. Okay. Now let's go into main method and create an object for class PB. New PB constructor name, again class name and object name PB. Small letters. I am taking object name as small letters of class PB. Now let's call our method using object PB. PB dot select the method from list PB dot display. Save the code and let's run the code. Now our output is public access modifier. Now see friends, public access modifier is the most accessible modifier. Public access modifiers are accessible from any class or package. Public this public keyword is used to specify public access modifier. Now let's create another class. I have created another class with name pp1 and let's access the method display from this pb class to this pb1 class. So let's create object new pb new pb constructor class name pb object name is pb is equal to save the code and let's call the display method using object pb dot display. Now run the code. Now Friends, see here our output is public access modifier. What we have done here, we have created another class with name pb1 and call the method display by creating an object of class pb, which we have already created here. So this is all happened because of public keyword. Because public access modifiers are accessible from any class or package. Now friends, let's learn about protected access modifier. Protected access modifiers are accessible within the same package and subclasses in different packages. So let's see an example for protected access modifier. I have a class with name pt here. Let's create an method, protected method. I have this protected word method. Let's implement this method with argument protected method. Save the code. Now let's try to access this protected method in subclass with different package. Means here I have one class with name pt underscore one. This is a different package, and I am going to extend this pt1 class using this class pt. Means I am going to inherit the properties or the method from class pt to this pt1 class. So let's do that. Public class pt1 extends pt. Save the code and hover on the red line. Now we have to import the package pt. Now we have imported package uh, interview.pt. Now let's create object of class pt underscore one. Object name is pt1 is equal to. Now let's call this method, which is the name of the method is method. We have to call this method. We are going to call this method in this class using this object pt1. Hence, write pt1 dot method. Get the method from the list. Now let's run the program. Now you can see that we are able to access this pt method, this method from this class. Though they have different packages, Though these two classes belong from different package, we are able to access this method using protected protected keyword within the subclass by inheriting the method from pt class. Now friends, let's learn about default access modifier. So what this modifier does, when not any keyword is specified, it is an default access modifier. These are accessible only within the same package. I am repeating again, when there is not any keyword defined before the class name, or method name, it is an default access modifier. These modifiers are accessible only within the same package. So here I have one class with name dt. Now I am going to create one method, void exercise. Let's implement the method. Save the code. Now friends, see what I have done here. I have not used any keyword before void. Means this is an default access modifier. This is an example of default access modifier method. Now friend, let's see if we are able to access this exercise method to this dt1 class with different package name. Let's create an object for a class dt. Object name is small dt. Now hover on the red line and import the dt package, interview.dt. Okay, so and now let's call the method exercise. Now friends, see, we have an error here. The method exercise is undefined for the type dt. The method exercise is undefined for the type dt. Why we are facing this error? Because we have, this is the example of a default access modifier. We do not use here a public access modifier. The default access modifiers are accessible only within the same package. The methods of the results default access modifiers are accessible only within the same package. We are trying to access this exercise method in a different package. Hence, we are facing this error. Now, friends, let's learn about private access modifier. This program is about private modifier. When we try to access method from private one class, this is our private one class, we do get an compilation error. So let's see it practically. Let's see how that error come while compiling the program. So let's create one method, private void method body, pass the message private modifier, save the code. Now friends, let's see that if this method can be accessed in this new created a class with name private. Let's create an object for a class private one. Now we have created object private one. Now let's call this method in this class. So let's call this method private one dot method. Now friends, you can see that we do have a compilation error. The method from the type private one is not visible. Why we are facing this error? Because we can access private access modifiers only from the same class. Means only we can access this method only within this class. Private access modifiers are not accessible from any other class. This is our other class, any other class or package. You are getting my point? Okay. So what is about private access modifier? We can access private access modifier only from same class, not from same package.